の辺りはぐるっと火に囲まれたんだ。
生きて帰ってこいって、そう言いましたよね。
Godzilla Minus One is the latest entry in the legendary Godzilla franchise, promising to take audiences on a dark and immersive journey into the destructive power of the iconic kaiju. Unlike previous installments, this film focuses on the aftermath of human errors and the consequences of awakening a force far beyond human control. Set against a post-war Japan struggling to rebuild itself, the movie blends historical tension with the timeless thrill of Godzilla's terrifying presence. From the very first moments, viewers are introduced to a world where human resilience is tested against nature's most overwhelming force. The story begins in a small coastal town, a place that once thrived on trade and community, now scarred by devastation and uncertainty. The citizens are trying to rebuild their lives, but whispers of an unnatural presence growing in the ocean keep them on edge. Scientists and military officials alike are torn between fear and curiosity, as early signs suggest that something monumental is emerging beneath the waves. It is a film that emphasizes suspense and dread, showing that Godzilla is not just a monster, but a natural phenomenon whose appearance signals drastic change for all life around it. The cast of Godzilla Minus One brings together a mix of seasoned actors and rising stars, each adding depth and authenticity to their roles. Leading the human narrative is a veteran actor portraying a military commander who must make impossible decisions to protect the populace. Alongside him, a brilliant scientist, played by a critically acclaimed actress, works tirelessly to understand Godzilla's motives and origins, revealing insights about the creature that challenge humanity's perception of nature. Their interactions create a layered story that is both human and epic, highlighting the emotional stakes that accompany Godzilla's arrival. From the outset, Godzilla Minus One's plot weaves together personal stories with large-scale destruction. The film does not rely solely on monster battles for drama, but instead explores the societal and emotional ripple effects of Godzilla's appearance. Families are separated, communities are torn apart, and characters are forced to confront ethical dilemmas that blur the lines between survival and morality. The narrative structure alternates between quiet, tension-filled moments and breathtaking sequences of chaos, keeping the audience constantly on edge. This approach allows the film to explore themes of loss, resilience, and humanity's fragile relationship with the natural world. The visual design of Godzilla in this installment is both iconic and haunting. The creature's massive frame and powerful presence are rendered with meticulous attention to detail, capturing the awe and fear that have defined the franchise for decades. Unlike some previous versions, this Godzilla exudes a sense of inevitability and raw power, reminding viewers that it is not just a monster to be fought, but a force of nature to be reckoned with. Combined with the film's atmospheric cinematography, which frequently juxtaposes the vastness of the ocean with the intimacy of human struggle, each scene carries a weight that resonates beyond mere spectacle. Godzilla Minus One's trailer, released prior to the film's premiere, gave fans their first glimpse into the intense and foreboding world the movie inhabits. From the opening shots of storm-tossed seas to glimpses of crumbling cityscapes, the trailer sets a tone of suspense and urgency. Quick cuts highlight the human drama unfolding alongside Godzilla's movements, teasing the audience with hints of devastating destruction without giving away key plot points. The sound design, combining ominous musical motifs with the iconic Godzilla roar, reinforces the tension and amplifies anticipation for the film's release. The film's release date has generated considerable excitement among both longtime fans of the Godzilla franchise and newcomers seeking a gripping cinematic experience. Scheduled for theatrical release in Japan, the film is expected to roll out internationally shortly afterward, giving global audiences a chance to witness this unique take on Godzilla's story. Early screenings have reportedly praised the balance between character-driven storytelling and spectacular visual effects, indicating that Godzilla Minus One could be one of the most memorable entries in the series in recent years. A critical aspect of the movie's appeal lies in its treatment of Godzilla not merely as a monster, but as a narrative symbol. In Godzilla Minus One, the creature embodies the consequences of human hubris, environmental neglect, and the unpredictable forces of nature. By framing Godzilla's destruction as both awe-inspiring and morally resonant, the filmmakers create a narrative that challenges viewers to think about humanity's place in the world. This thematic depth elevates the film above simple action spectacle, giving it a resonance that lingers long after the credits roll. The film also explores the tension between scientific curiosity and military intervention. Scientists in the story are driven by a desire to understand Godzilla, motivated not only by professional duty, but also by ethical concerns about how to manage a creature of such immense power. Meanwhile, military forces approach the situation with a more aggressive mindset, prioritizing defense and control. This conflict adds a compelling layer to the plot, as the audience witnesses the contrasting ways humans respond to threats that are beyond their comprehension or control. The moral and strategic dilemmas faced by these characters keep the narrative grounded, even as cities are reduced to rubble around them. Throughout Godzilla Minus One, the emotional stakes are reinforced by the human stories at its center. Relationships are tested under extreme circumstances, and characters must navigate grief, fear, and hope in a world upended by disaster. The film portrays the resilience of individuals who refuse to succumb to despair, showing both the courage and vulnerability of humanity when faced with forces it cannot dominate. These personal narratives add depth and relatability, ensuring that viewers remain emotionally invested in the outcome of Godzilla's rampage.